Thank you very much, Juliana. This crash that left a van filled with children on its top isn't surprising for people who live nearby. We brought you this as breaking news yesterday on Wink News at 4. That's when we learned 11 kids were in this van at Joel Boulevard and East 14th Street in Lehigh Acres. Wink News anchor Emma Heaton is live at the intersection. Emma, you spoke with people who live in the area and drive Joel Boulevard often.
Yeah, and people who live along Joel Boulevard say they are sick and tired of the crashes. They are done with seeing crash investigators here flashing police lights all the time. They want city leaders to feel their frustration and do something to make this road safer. 11 children were inside this overturned van. One adult was behind the wheel, another adult in this car when the two vehicles somehow slammed into each other.
Obviously, it's heartbreaking.
John Whittenen heard about this terrifying rollover crash on Joel Boulevard and East 14th Street in Lehigh Thursday afternoon. Everyone involved rushed to the hospital. The driver of the car, the most critical.
It's not surprising, just because of the speeds that people drive out here. It seems like they're racing half the time.
Crash investigators have not said why the van and car crashed, but Whittenen told me he drives along Joel regularly and speed is rarely monitored. He said drivers are constantly racing at high speeds with no regard for anyone's safety. We're going to go out with a radar gun to see, how fast people are going. What are some things that you would expect us to see?
Probably speed in excess of 20 miles over the speed limit.
I put Whittenen's words to the test. We're camping out behind a tree on Joel Boulevard, monitoring how fast people are going with this radar gun. The speed limit is 45 miles an hour, but it didn't take long for me to see 61. Driver after driver, 83, go faster than those who obey the speed limit. 58, that is speeding. 62 miles an hour. A prime example of drivers' concerns. 65. 53. And reason Whittenen says something's got to change. What is your biggest fear if these issues continue and nothing is done to prevent it?
Oh, more fatalities for sure. Yeah, not to mention the property damage. So it's, you hate to see anybody die by an accident, especially if it's an avoidable one. As for the people involved in this latest crash, none of the 11 kids in the van suffered life-threatening injuries, but there's no word on the drivers. People in Lehigh say adding cameras, speed checks, and increasing patrols would help slow drivers down. When I asked a county spokesperson what's going to be done to make this road safer, he said this road is actually slated to be widened to a 4-lane road. Live in Lehigh Acres, Emma Heaton, Wink News.